Hi, hey everyone, I'm Nexus, aka William Pry. Welcome back to Tears of Scares, where I tally up deaths in horror movies, Disney, Family Guy, South Park, The Simpsons, or anything. I don't even tally up deaths, I also tally up music, disturbing moments, or anything you want. Tune in for the poll of the next. We're doing the deep dive and do the gruesome of horror franchise out there of Final Destination. For, for those who love the Ruben Gord X-Day Death Traps, the Death Agenda, you're in the right place. We're doing the ranking of the kills, the deaths, who are. But we're only doing the first film, second, third, fourth, and fifth film. We're getting S tier through absolutely shocking, and F tier to fatal, but perhaps less impactful. But the contestant of the upcoming movie, Final Destination Bloodlines, um, I will actually just wait until it comes out to actually do a rank a ranking of each of the new deaths and the ranking of the ranking of and also not and also doing the ranking of each Final Destination film after Final Destination Bloodlines comes out, and I watch it. Which one is get S tier and which one get F tier? Which one? But I will actually say I have to watch it, but I will actually rank the devs in this rank ranking. Let's actually do the actual Final Destination aficionados and do expand the universe with memorable deaths. Oh, and also the comic books have fatal deaths, but they will be mentioned as the gruesome deaths in this series. Let's begin. But first, before the ranking, let know which death shocked you the most. And also, if I didn't mention any of the deaths here today on the ranking, please let me know which one I did mention. I'm always curious to hear your reaction. And I will actually know which. Alright. Let's not keep waiting any longer. Let's get ready to rank of the most shocking deaths and the most creative deaths in Final Destination S2F. The S tier, the Unforgettable. Final Destination 3, Ashley and Ashlyn, the 10 bed deaths. Honestly, these deaths were actually memorable because it started out like a simple death scene where not only not only the girls get trapped in the tenant bed and the goggles get melted in. Also, they get burned alive in tenant beds and transition in. That's why they get the great acts of execution in Final Destination 3 in my Lives Lost count. Tim Carpenter and the Glass Plane on the Destination 2. Honestly, Tim actually did get with pigeons at the sign. Don't scare the pigeons or otherwise you die. That will happen to all these. Honestly, these close calls with deaths. Until Tim actually scared pigeons and he actually got smashed to death by a glass plane. But honestly, this wasn't actually the death I actually put out the great acts of execution in Final Destination 2. Because Final Destination 2, there was a better death than this, but I will actually say this actually is the most shocking and brutal death comes from Final Destination. Final Destination 5, Candace and the Gymnastics. Honestly, get turned into a human pretzel is actually a real thing. She actually broke her spinal cord after a accident while she actually tripped over the she actually tripped. This actually showcases how by the 35. This is why I give it the great acts of execution. A tier. Highly shocking and creative. These devs are creative and shocking. Hunt was risky and the pool drain. Honestly, this in the Final Destination, the devs are in 3D like Final Destination 5, but honestly, I actually say it gruesome and memorable, but I actually put it as the great acts of execution for the because honestly, don't think I think this is actually a real good death, and I actually will say it will Olivia Castle and the eye surgery by Destination 5. Honestly, get your eye clamp together and just trip over a teddy bear eye, then see your own eye pop out and run over is actually a amazing demise. But yeah, this is actually a really bad way to die in Final Destination 5. And with the 3D aspect, it's actually really good. Final Destination 3, Frankie Cheek and the Fan. Honestly, the Fan is actually basic. This entry is really based on photos now. And wondering how Frankie go out. Oh, really? Um, um, well, the two people were talking about who's next on Death's list, but they actually realize it's Frankie because now they actually escape from the car and the car crashed into Frankie and the car fan just rip into his head and it just tear through his head. B. Solidly shocking and fatality. Honestly, Final Destination 3, I give that. That death is actually the great X6. Honestly, Final Destination 2, Evan Lewis and the Fire Escape. Honestly, don't leave noodles out the fire escape. Try to make your destiny escape. When fire mixed with metal pieces and everything go our way, devs have quarters to actually make you look like the victim, and now you got your head smashed by the fire escape. Evan just got his head smashed. Todd Ragnar and the clothesline. Honestly, I actually don't like this death. Honestly, this actually Todd actually got choked to death by a clothesline in the bathtub. But I don't know how the toilet started to leak. Or why doesn't he put scissors close to him so he actually dies? Wow. Isaac, Final Destination 5, Isaac Palmer, Buddha. Well, a pervert. I actually laughed my ass off when Isaac actually dies. Yeah, because he's a pervert and he actually deserved what he got. No joke. He actually, he also a sexist and tried to get the girls what he got, so he actually stole things from his people. So he actually did acupuncture, and he got his head smashed by a Buddha. C tier, noble but less impactful. Terry and the bus. Honestly, the Final Destination. Honestly, I would put this as uh this is actually a uh actually an amazing death, but what I actually say about this one, go drop fucking dead. Yeah, this is Terry's favorite live. I already say this. No, Final Destination 2, Nora Carpenter, and The Elevator. Honestly, this is Tim Carpenter's mother, Nora, who actually got a set off. They actually say, don't get off the elevator. There, a man on a hook tried to kill you, and bye bye, Nora. And her head got decapitated. Yeah, I see why it was a lame death. but it actually based on real life tragedy with a guy get decapitated by an elevator. Samantha Lane and the Lawnmower, the final destination. Honestly, another contender for the great acts of execution, but I say this is more goofy than with all the build up to this death. The lawnmower actually kick off the stone and into Samantha's eye. D. D. The less created deaths. The NASCAR pile up deaths. Honestly, this happened off screen. It did happen in the vision, but it actually did happen off screen. Less focus and more dramatic to a disaster. Summary derailment deaths. A, a chaotic sequence alternate of this actually. What actually happened is derailment. What happened is what happened is Samantha, everybody she knew, actually died on the train as she got hit by the train, and they actually showed the tier, F tier. Least is shocking. Alex Browning and the Fallen Brick. Honestly, this is only a mention, and we only see a freaking, and not a build up or impactful, but I actually do it. It's actually not a good death. Carter Horton and the sign fun. Honestly, this have honestly a bunch of traps, but honestly it just set on later and it just fade to black. So that is it. The ranking video of the most shocking deaths and the comic books is actually really gruesome. And honestly, I will actually cover it, but once I witness the events of Bloodlines, I'll be back and dedicate the rankings to the new devs. Will crack the S rank. The new devs even crack the S rank. But that will be the fatal for today. Thank you for join me on Tears of Scares. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy. Subscribe for more content. Like let me know it. Comment which final destination you found most shocking compared to mine. Until next time. Try not to think about follow coconut or running logs or with the face stone. Stay spooky.